What's up, guys? Today, what I got for you is some GTA 5 ragdolls. And basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing GTA 5 ragdolls, and we're going to be doing a bunch of ragdoll compilations here. And I hope you enjoy. And make sure to smash that like. Literally smash it, but don't literally smash your screen. Just give it a little tap, and then give the subscribe button a little tap, and then go on the click the little bell, and then tap the all where with the bell with the all word next to it, and then that's all. And I hope you enjoy. And ladies and gentlemen, we're starting at 3, 2, 1. Stairwell. Basic, simple ragdolls. Now we're gonna do that again, except for this time we're gonna be stairwell. I know, guys, it takes forever to get up the stairwell, or maybe I'll jump off the building. Then again, I have a parachute, but I don't want to use it. I don't know why I had my flashlight out, but that's just the thing. Maybe I might as well just fall down the staircase again. Stairwell. So I hit the 1, 2, and then I died. And I died just for you guys, just for the content. Okay, now let's do another ragdoll, except for we're going to be using weapons for this ragdoll thing, for this ragdoll case. These are ragdolls, for example. Look at how they fly, and that just hit the car. And I am a ragdoll myself. And he's a ragdoll, and they are a ragdoll. And now I've got the cops on me. So, my thing, what I am going to do is I'm going to make them ragdoll. And then he is dead, and so is he. And then I proceed to ragdoll down the stairwell, and then I ragdoll one more time, except for this time I'm gonna die. So let's see how this turns out. Maybe not, maybe I'm not going to die, but this car will, because guess what? We are going to shoot it until it explodes. You know what? It's better to just use the firework launcher. We only had a little blast radius, but we still exploded, and we still went up pretty high. So, for this one, we are going to be using a grenade launcher. Or maybe we will be using... We won't be using the ray gun unless we really have to. In case in this situation, we might not have to. Or we might. Or we might not. As me seeing this, I don't think it's going to work. This one's not going to work. So in that case, we're just going to use the ray gun. Yep, this one decides not to work. And then since that doesn't work, we're just going to simply ray gun ourselves off. Onto it. Onto the thing we're trying to get up on. And so that doesn't work, so we find the back way to get up. And that didn't go well either, because we're probably gonna get some cops on us. And since that didn't go very well, we're just going to go around the back. And then, no, actually, you know what? We're just gonna take the stairwell. Like the last time we did. Except for this little tragedy, we're gonna jump off onto the roof. And simply how we're gonna do that is we're gonna go to the very top level, or at least to the level that we need to go to get up the building. And I think we have finally reached our goal, but not quite yet, because we're jumping onto a different type of roof, or hopefully there will be a roof for us to jump on top of. I don't know. We will see. We shall see. Yet again, another mystery. Yet again, there is a alternative to this, because there is 2 iron bars, or what looks like to be some sort of deceased bars. I don't know if it's a glitched ladder or not, but here is another simple ragdoll for y'all guys, just for you guys. This is going to be a ragdoll compilation. So, the simple catch and easy fall ragdoll. And the car explodes in the background. And I think it's about time we changed our clothes. So, we are going to put on Alien. We are going to do a compilation with this guy. Why, you ask? Well, because he looks pretty freaking awesome. And basically, we're going to be using the ray gun for this one. Because why the flip not? And he doesn't die, but he certainly doesn't live. And then we start to kill this guy. And so we decide to kill him. And we killed him. And so we go inside to collect our prize, and we are able to collect the prize. Yet then again, he has nothing to offer. So I shoot the cash register, and cash comes out. And then, so I proceed to clip through the walls, hopefully. And so I decide to get out of here before everyone notices me. And I decide to shoot one last thing on the way out. And so I run out, before they find out it was me. And then I decide to do this. And then I just proceeded to go up the building. Or at least I tried to. And let's just say it didn't go well. So then we proceeded to go here, and we proceeded to go upwards. And so we went with the basic ragdoll. We just simply jumped, and we didn't die. And the answer to that simple question was we were going to bonk ourselves, so the cops wouldn't catch us. And so they proceeded on to go away, and I found another secret. But first, I decided to stare at this poster because it looked weird. And so I was done staring at her. And I was sliding off of cars, or at least I tried to. And then so I decided to show you another compilation part. We are now going to proceed to go full speed, and then we're going to jump out of the car. And then after we jump out of the car, we are going to do another compilation part. That was not what I was looking for, but it happened. And the only reason why I called this white man is because he is white. And it's not my fault that he is white. And so I'm gonna jump down from here. This is why I brought this car up. I tried to get it up the stairwell, but as you can see, that didn't go very well. Come on, you piece of trash. And it was at this moment that I knew that I was stupid. And I am done. Okay, so I proceed to go, and then I decide to jump out at the worst time. The worst times. And apparently I couldn't do this one right or correctly, so I jumped out at the wrong time. And with that being said, I kind of did a thing. I just simply jumped off and I died as a ragdoll. And these little cops did not give a crap because they are complete savages and gangsters. And I decided to break into another car for this, but she didn't have the right car. So I stole this dude's motorcycle. And so this dude got what he deserved. And he got what was coming to him. So I stole his zombie chopper motorcycle and I decided to do the whatever number it was compilation. But except for this one, I needed to go full speed and then I needed to turn. Except for I went the wrong way. So I decided to gain some speed again, and I decided to go the right way this time. Only except I found a police car, and it completely missed me. If you're wondering why I'm talking like this, I have no clue why, and it's kind of hard to stop because I've been addicted to this. And I just did the compilation, but not the right one I was looking for. So I get back on the zombie chopper, but then I decide to get off, and then I completely blast him away. And then I blasted him away, and he was still alive. So I decided to take care of his partners with the ray gun. Except for it wasn't a ray gun, it was a freaking Widowmaker. And so I decided to get back on the zombie chopper motorcycle, and then I decided to proceed to go away. Until I noticed they would eventually catch up to me. When I said they're not going to catch up to me, well, I was clearly wrong. So I made this sick jump and I went off the car, and then they tried to get me off of my car, they tried to run me over, and I decided to make a hit and run. Except for I didn't hit anything, I just ran. So I decided to go up this huge mountain for this next compilation, and let's just say it did not go very well. Because the only reason why that didn't go very well was because it was a never-ending mountain, and I was planning on to go to Mount Chiliad, and except for the only reason why I couldn't go is because I needed a car. And I decided to take this chopper away from town, and it completely worked. Except for that it didn't. Except for I don't know where the motorcycle went until I didn't find it. And so I decided to zigzag on the mountain to run. And so I kept running until I eventually got away, which was never. So I decided to do another ragdoll for you on this mountain, and so I went to ragdoll. And I completely died, and you can still see me go down in the background. And eventually I came to a stop, and then I was spawned in a tree. And so with that being said, I decided to do another compilation. Except for this one was very simple, and for that reason is because I just slid. And then for this one, I just ray gunned myself and I died. near a little stream of water that I could have freshly drunk because I am an alien and I have no water to drink. So I decided to take a good bath and a good sip of this water, and it tasted so good. So I was like, maybe there was glaciers nearby and this is just glacier water. So I decided to take a swim, and I drank most of the water. Now I will make drinking sounds because I'm going to actually be drinking water in real life. I'm going out to my kitchen and I am going to drink a cup of water. So I open the cabinet, I grab a cup, and I go in my fridge. I found the water tank is not really full until I made it full, and then once that was done, I got nutritious and fresh water from the container, and then I took a sip, and it was very good. And it felt very good. So I proceeded to start gaming, and I went back to my room. And I got on a stream, and so I started to run across the street. And I let a car run me over only for this reason. Only to find myself finding a bus, and then I let the bus run me over. Only to find that this was very hard to do. Only except I allowed myself to go up on it. And he said heck no, and I died. I proceeded to die from a moving car because of all the damage I took. And so we will proceed to do more ragdolls. But first we have to get a vehicle for this next one. We'll be stealing this car right here, except for the only twist of this is you have to change your outfit because white man isn't doing the good job for this. So we decided to put on monkey, and this completely worked. And so I proceeded to become a monkey. And for this one, I decided to almost die. So I decided to eat a snack so I wouldn't die. So I ate the snacks, all of them, and then I proceeded to ragdoll. I fell in the river, except for we almost died. Except for finding ourselves almost dying, but we didn't completely die. Only to find ourselves still alive. So we jumped on this roof and we found nothing but a big old nothing. So I searched the place, around the place, for a little action figure, but we didn't find anything. So we decided to climb back up again, and we decided to do another ragdoll compilation just for you. And turns out I completely survived. And then we started going downstream, and that's when serious stuff happened because we started drowning. Because we kept getting pushed down by the water. And then we proceeded to get pushed, and we finally came to a stop. And we kept going down the river, and let's just say that it was terrible. And we kept falling, and we are drowning, and we are hurting. And this river is taking us somewhere that we will not like. And we can't get a single stop. And I'm pretty sure that this river led to the frickin' ocean. So we decided to get out and do a ragdoll compilation again. Except for only this time, we decided to jump back in, and it happened again. We started drowning. Only to find ourselves drowning. I don't know how we could escape this nightmare, but there was no escape because we kept drowning. And so we kept on going down, and we eventually found ourselves to an end point. Because eventually we died. And so we climbed up, and we changed our outfit. only to be known as we didn't get to change much. Only to be found that we completely drowned. So I changed back to white man, and then I jumped in. Because why not become white man when you're jumping in? As like I said, it didn't lead to the not the ocean, but it led to a whole nother sewer. It led to a whole sewer system. I think it was. But obviously I couldn't fit in the sewer hole like water could, because water can flow through any sort of substance except for hard walls, concrete walls, or stuff like that. But it could leak through wood and through the cracks of wood. As I proceed to be wrong, it did not lead to a sewer. And then we followed the whole river. And then the river kept leading down to some sort of area. So we patiently waited for it to take us, except for we didn't let it take us. We just kept swimming and drowning all we wanted. Only to find ourselves drowning a lot. And so we kept swimming, and eventually we would be sent to the ocean, except for there was this humongous waterfall, and let's just say that we died. Like almost near the end. Because this waterfall was pretty dangerous! Oh. We're not doing a ragdoll compilation anymore, we're just gonna follow this river, because it's technically a ragdoll if you're falling. And we are technically falling quite a lot right now. And we proceed to fall because we are choking on frickin' water. And I think I know exactly where this is going to take us. There's no reason to panic for us, because we are completely okay. But we are not we are not just drowning, but we are dying. And we are about to die on this part here, because we are going to drown. I said we weren't drowning, but I guess maybe I lied. We are drowning. Only we couldn't go up to get air, so we were dying. And then we got a good whiff of air, and we started to suck up water, and we were drowning again, because yet once again we are underwater, and we proceeded to die. So I quickly tried to swim out, and I took a deep breath, and I decided to take a breath. And as I was taking that breath, I decided to drink some cola and eat some meteorite. And so I decided to fall into the river, and I fell into the river again. And so this time, but except for I did not drown. And then I started to jinx myself, and I proceeded to drown. Except for I proceeded to start swimming, and I instantly knew where this river would take us, because it eventually came to an end. And so it didn't come to an end, and we were wrong once again. Once and yet again. So we still proceeded to search it. And my arm started to hurt. Like really bad. And so I stopped playing for a second, and I decided to keep playing, but only with 2 fingers, because I found myself hurting like a lot. Like a lot. And then it decided to go to different streams, and so we decided to do the ragdoll compilation again, because we didn't know where it led to. So I am just going to go to different. Yep. Okay, well, I have to help my mother, so I will be right back. I don't know what I have to help her with, but I have to go help her. So if you'll please excuse me, I've got to go help my mother. And I promise you, I will continue this compilation when I get back. Okay? And a promise is a promise, so I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy looking at me drown. So I decided to check out this little island because I didn't know what it was. And I thought it was going to be nothing, but I decided to check it anyway. Because I didn't think it would actually exist. So I decided to check it out, and there was absolutely nothing here. At least that's what I thought. And then I found out there was nothing. And so I decided to keep running because I knew there would be vicious animals out here in the wild. Till I said stop. And then I came to a complete stop and I held my flashlight out. And then I decided to bomb myself because I didn't want to be here any longer. Because I know there'd be some vicious animals here. So I decided to place some bombs down and I killed myself. And I knew it would spawn somewhere else, so I decided to. And not. And I completely spawned in the same area. So what I decided to do next, I decided to probably go somewhere else. Now, as like I said, I'm going to go help my mother, except for there's a twist. I'm going to let you guys sit here, but except for I'm going to end the video because I don't want you to just wait for so long. So I hope you enjoyed this ragdoll compilation, and goodbye.